Well, hello everyone. We are back out here in Berea at Browns practice, getting ready for them to play the Tennessee Titans with Marcus Mariota coming to town for the home opener. And the news this week, of course, is Josh McCown has a concussion, still in the concussion protocol. He won't practice until Friday, and then at that point, Coach will make a decision on whether or not Josh will start the game or Johnny will start the game. So this is all still up in the air, Tom.
Yeah, boy, it seems like awfully late in the week to kind of bring in another quarterback when you're working those 2 days. It'll be interesting to see if that plays out, because I think it would kind of be telling if they ended up going back to Josh of what they thought about Johnny, even though he started well.
You know what? I would have to think, though, they spent the whole entire summer gearing up for Josh McCown being their starting quarterback. I would have to think that if he's cleared by Friday, that they probably will give serious consideration to starting him in this game.
I would agree. I would definitely agree with that. I just, you wonder, again, after Johnny played, kind of up and down in that game, if that says anything, or it's more, like you said, the commitment to Josh that they kind of shown throughout camp.
Yeah, I think this is a regime that basically has shown us that they'll play a guy that hasn't had an opportunity to practice on Wednesday and Thursday. I've had teams before that will not do that, coaches that won't do that, but I think these guys are like, hey, you know what? If you're ready on a Friday, we will play you. So it's one to watch. I don't know what the thinking is on it at this point. I do know, however, that Josh McCown, starting on Monday, felt as though, hey, I can do this, I have this, and I want to play in this game.
I would think he would want to, because again, if they get down 2 or 3, 0-3, you're kind of thinking they're going to be going to the younger guys. So I'm sure he wants to get back in there as soon as possible to preserve his starting job.
Yeah, and now Scott Solomon, we know that he's going to be out for a couple of weeks now with an ankle, and that whole outside linebacker spot, which you're going to be writing about today, is kind of in a state of flux.
It really is, Mary Kay. You look at the one side, you have Paul Kruger coming off a really good season, no question marks about him, but boy, after you get there, you just don't know what you have. Nate Orchard was hurt. He's been out for weeks. I think he's going to be back in the lineup. Barkevius Mingo at this point just seems like a guy who's best suited dropping back into coverage. You asked Coach Patton today about him, and he was saying he struggles with physical one-on-one matchups on the run. So, they're really kind of, and then they had to bring in Monty Bryant. They drop him off the defensive end to play at outside linebacker. So they're really kind of in a hole there.
Yeah, they are. They need some guys to really step up there and get to the quarterback, which I don't think they got enough pressure. And you know what? They are playing Marcus Mariota, like we said. And he, not only is he the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, boy, did he have an unbelievable debut. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. But 4 touchdown passes, a perfect rating. So they're going to have their hands full. Yeah,
Nate Orchard, we talked to him. He was saying he's the best player he's ever played against. He was able to sack Mariota, but still, he's just like, this is the best guy I've ever seen. It's going to be quite a challenge. And again, he possesses that dual threat. Not only is he big, he can run, he can pass, so it'll be a real challenge for this Browns defense.
Yeah, pretty remarkable, and of course it sets up the possible showdown between the 2012 Heisman Trophy winner in Johnny Manziel, the 2014. They know each other. They've known each other since back in high school, so it would be really interesting. I think there will end up being a lot of national media coming to town if that happens.
I would think so.
A couple of other very quick injury notes. Carlos Dansby suffered a foot injury in the past game. He feels like he'll be ready to go. And then also Joel Bitonio, he suffered a little bit of an injury, but he feels like he will also be able to go in this game. So some guys a little bumped and bruised, but I think for the most part, most of them are planning to play in this game. And keep an eye on it, because we'll have it all right here for you on cleveland.com.